All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makak, double honor to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, and salutation to the brothers who's pushing this word in truth and sincerity with charity and risking their lives and freedom to do so. This is Brother Yana Guy, coming from the great millstone, Chicago camp, coming at you with another lesson. No one's edifying. Just a quick response to Mr. Judge. You know, for one, he's not a judge. All right. This guy's full of shit, man. I wouldn't be surprised if this motherfucker, Esau set this shit up and he's actually like an AI, just responding to shit. But anyways, there's nothing you could do against the truth. It's always for the truth. Esau always tries sending their minions, to try to debunk, quote unquote, debunk the truth. And you can't do it, man. They can't do it, and every time they try, they fail miserably, And here you got this one dude, Mr. Judge, that's talking his shit, and and you could tell that they definitely done some research, and studied, did their studying, and just shit what they mentioned in their video. It was him and some lady. And that's another thing. Conversating. The scripture says his flock is of men. His flock, his pasture is of men. All right. It's all confusion. At the end of the day, they're here to do a job, and we are here to do ours, and that's the defense of the gospel. All right. At the end of the day, and another thing, what they're trying to do is just trying to label us as extremists, and but Esau, that's why he's trying to get rid of the history of slavery. Because man, his sins and shit that he's done, man. It's scripture talks about it's a shame to speak of, but he done a number on Jake, man, atrocious things, man, and there's evidence, there's videos, there's movies, documentaries, of those things, man. All right, but they're trying to take that away. They've been trying to quote unquote whitewash history, as they say. But, at the end of the day, also, this guy, he Edomite. And he don't even believe in a higher power, basically. He don't believe in the Lord. All right? This dude's an atheist. All right? And, first just started the scripture right here, Psalms 14:1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, and they have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. All right? Hey, there's nothing you can do against the truth but for it. This dude, he's a low-level Edomite, just talking his shit. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually just AI, But, it's all confusion. Do we tell you the truth? Do we become an enemy? That's what it really comes down to, because, they're trying to label us as basically terrorists, man. As extremists, and and everything that they say that we are, they're speaking of themselves. They're the wicked. All right. All right, these motherfuckers are the devils, man. Very deceitful, very crafty. But you can't pull no trick out this hat, to get Esau out this jam, man. All right, this is the Lord's show. All right, yes, the Lord did create a vessel of honor and a vessel of dishonor. He created the wicked to be wicked, man. That's you Edomites. Thus said the scriptures, whether you believe it or not. Romans 3:3. All right. This guy's a fool. He's an atheist. He don't believe in the Lord, man. Fuck this dude. And that's how, to hell with him, man. But he's trying to label us something that we're not, And that's really just the hatred that Esau has towards Jake. Because at the end of the day, niggas hanging out, game banging, killing one another, they're not worried about. The fact that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are coming back preaching this gospel, now that's a problem. And that's why they do anything and everything, quote unquote, try to debunk this truth, and it ain't gonna happen. He's a fool. All right, his ass a fool. But I ain't gonna spend too much time on his ass, man. His ass, he ain't no judge. This guy don't even believe in the Lord. He had one job and try to label us as extremists, etc. And at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do against the truth but for it. Someone that, maybe one of his followers or something that comes across this video, you might wake up one of them. And realize that this motherfucker, Mr. Judge is a damn liar. His ass is full of shit. So let me read this again. Psalms 14:1. It says, to the chief musician, a fool. It's like a psalm of David. It's like Psalms 14:1. The chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool, has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. All right. Motherfuckers are the wicked, man. To hell with their ass, man. So say shalom. No one's a quick edifying scripture today. Until next time. Bye.